Hi, my name's Trin. This is my husband, JC, and we're two of the new owners of Origami Paddler.
And we're here today just to open up a little bit about who we are, how we got here, and what we're going to do with the brand moving forward. So Origami Paddler was originally invented by Tim Niemeyer, who's an absolute legend in the kayak industry. Tim helped create Ocean Kayak, and he's really well known for just all his innovative kayak designs. Especially the fact that it's a unique kayak that can fold up into 3 pieces. So Tim took this great idea, started a Kickstarter campaign, raised millions of dollars, which helped bring Origami Paddler to life. So Tim and the Origami team took that money and really hit the ground running. They're making a lot of boats, a lot of advertising, and things were looking great. And unfortunately, COVID-19 hit. When that happened, supply chains were disruptive, the bill of materials, just the cost of making the kayak increased, and it just made it tougher and tougher for Origami to survive and fulfill those obligations to their vendors and to their customers. And with all those pressures of the supply chain and COVID, the company just ran out of money, and they couldn't fulfill their obligations to their vendors or their customers anymore. And with that, the company went into receivership. So as a previous vendor to Origami that was owed money, after about 1.5 years of this receivership process, it became very apparent to us that really the options that the receiver had was just auction off the company, liquidate the assets, and people were going to get paid back pennies on the dollar, or someone is going to have to step up and take control of this company and really try to breathe some new life into it.
The receiver approached us and asked us if we would be willing to exchange the debts we were owed for the assets of Origami Paddler. And in that process, also take a portion of any profits we make in relaunching the brand and returning a portion of those profits back to the other creditors that are still owed an outstanding debt.
So basically our options were watch Origami go on the ash heap of history, or step up, take it over, see what we could do with the brand, and supply you customers with spare parts, boats, new hinges, and see what happens with Origami moving forward.
We had a lot of talks, a lot of deep consideration. We kind of found ourselves in a position we never thought we'd be in. And we thought, well, maybe the best opportunity here for both ourselves as well as all the customers that were left with unfulfilled orders and issues with those orders that were fulfilled, maybe we should just try and make the best go of it.
I mean, we got a great product and a very loyal customer base out there already. So, and with that, the court approved the transfer of the assets from Origami to the new ownership, and that's when the real work began. So our first order of business was to address the hinge issue and also to get our shop up and going online so existing customers could buy spare parts and accessories for their paddlers.
Another task we faced when relaunching the Origami Paddler brand was just kind of letting everybody know, like we've said here, what happened. Where has Origami Paddler been these last few years? What has happened to my orders that weren't received or weren't fulfilled? And what about all the paddlers I've received with broken parts? And so we did redesign the hinges and now offer the Gen 2 hinges, which are more durable. But we also really wanted to kind of get the story out there and explain the process of the receivership, how we came to be the new owners of Origami Paddler, what we want to do to help get your paddlers back on the water.
There was expectations, they weren't fulfilled by the original company. We're a new company. People may not understand that even though we are under the Origami Paddler name, we're a separate entity. And it was going to be an uphill battle to really kind of change that bad imagery that Origami had out there. So another thing, we're bracing ourselves for the negativity. We knew there was a lot of customers out there that had been burned, as we had been as vendors. So trust us. I mean, we get your frustration. We were there. We're still there in ways, but you know, all we could do was put our best foot forward, show you who we are. You know, we're not the old Origami. We're the new Origami, and we're going to work our tails off to just provide you good customer service, parts and service, and really try to move on to the new chapter of what this brand can do.
We understood we were faced with quite a challenge with this perception of a brand that's altogether disappeared from the market for the last couple of years, and we've certainly received our fair share of negative emails, and we definitely understand your frustration. We share in that frustration with you, but if there were any opportunity for us to get the paddlers back on the water and to reinvigorate and put some life back into this brand, we really wanted to step up and take the opportunity. And we've been very pleased with the support we've had from the Origami Paddler family. We've had lots of amazing emails just expressing your sentiments of support, and thankful that the brand is back to market. We're able to offer parts and accessories once again.
Yeah, I'd say, for every nasty email we get 5 emails that are just great. People really encouraging us, glad the brand's back, wishing us luck, and those are really the emails that we pass around the office and keep us going every day, and just give us a lot of hope for what's to come in the future. So a lot of people ask, why didn't you just change the name if there's all this negativity out there from the original ownership?
Well, the name Origami Paddler makes sense for what our product is and what we have to offer that is unique compared to the competition. And not only that, but we're not trying to hide the history of Origami Paddler. We want to be very transparent with you, understand what happened in the past with Origami Paddler, and move forward and bring new life into this company. And it's been our goal to earn your trust back. We understand that there has been this negative aspect that's happened in the past with Origami Paddler, and we're here to fulfill your orders right away, respond to your emails within a very reasonable time, and work together to help solve any issues you may have with your existing paddlers.
And to all those upset customers still out there, again, we get it. We were burned too. We understand your frustration, and all we ask is that you give us a chance to earn your business. We're not the old Origami Paddler. We're the new Origami Paddler, and we just hope that you see we're putting everything we can into this, trying to do right and make origami something really special that everyone can enjoy. How can you help us moving forward? You can like, follow, share our story. Because the reality is we could work 60 hours a week, but ultimately the success of Origami Paddler is up to you, the customer, and sharing the word, buying our product, and getting out there on the lake and having a good time.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, as well as our website at origamipaddler.com.
We always love hearing from our customers and your comments and feedback so we can improve our product. We've got some ideas on the drawing board of some improvements that can be made with the existing paddler, and we've also got some ideas for a smaller version possibly in the future. So exciting things could be around the corner for Origami Paddlers. Stay tuned. To our existing customers, just a heartfelt thank you from the Origami team. We're putting a lot of work into this, and we just really appreciate everything that you guys have done for us to this point.
And to our new customers, welcome. We're glad to have you as part of the Origami Paddler family, and we're excited to be able to earn your trust.